Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. I am so excited for a nice lighthearted topic, but the problem with me saying it's a nice lighthearted topic is whenever I say that, it ends up getting really deep. So I'm hoping I can hold it to that. We're going to try, but sometimes deep is necessary. Sometimes, we just need to get into it, but hopefully this one will stay nice and lighthearted for you. I want to talk about, this is the thing is I hate it when I read something and I believe it and then I find out later that it wasn't real, that it wasn't true, that it wasn't based on actual evidence and fact, or there was some problems with it and like I can't trust it. So I realized after doing What's Up in Makeup, which is my makeup news show. If you're new here, hi, I have a makeup news show. It's called What's Up in Makeup. It goes live every Sunday. I research and I find topics for us to talk about. And there's a company called Cosmetify that does a lot of surveys. Surveys, and then they also do like top 10 lists, and they have different strategies and ways for finding these lists. In magazines and things, people love top 10 lists, top 20 lists, and people want to know all the nosy stuff, like who's making money, who's not making money, who's, influencers, rating influencers, stuff like that. And what I've realized is that Cosmetify, I don't know who is running it. I don't know what is happening over there. But every time I look at one of these freaking like top 10 lists, there's something going on where I'm like, how is that accurate? Like that is not even, and it's only because I'm in this space. It's only because I've been doing this for so long. It's only because I'm in tune with some of the things, and you're going to recognize right away the problems with some of the stuff. You're going to know because you're, watching this video. So you're probably more in tune than somebody that's just casually browsing, the Allure website or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I think that it's important to like just spread that out there, the information about it, so that we can kind of be aware to take anything by Cosmetify with a grain of salt. So we're going to look at their top 10 wealthiest celebrity beauty brands of 2023 and why I don't know how accurate this thing is. And then in the second half, I have a totally different topic I want to talk about. I found this right before I came on to live chat, but I find it fascinating because we talked about this in a previous episode of live chat, where we talked about anti-aging marketing and things. And I talked about how, I definitely believe we should embrace our age. We should embrace who we are. And, everybody is lucky to get older, that are still alive. We're lucky to be here. We're lucky to be able to earn our wrinkles and all of that. But at the same time, I'm using anti-aging skincare. I'm using anti-aging devices. I Photoshop out my wrinkles out of my thumbnail. Like there's definitely a wrong thing there. And people were commenting a lot on that video about, why don't you be the change? And it's like, because society isn't ready for that change. And this infographic that I found, I want to share with you, I feel like even backs that up even more, that societally, how we just can't embrace that women especially get older. And this really identifies some of the big problems in our society. So I wanted to talk about that in the second half. But before we get into either of those topics, I do want to quickly say hello to the people that are here live. They're going to be participating in the conversation because it would be honestly not nearly as good if it was just me talking at you. I think that the community makes it a gazillion times better. So let's say hello to some of the people that popped in here live. If you're watching on the replay, you can participate in the comment section down below. So let us say hi to Siri. Hi, Siri. So good to see you. Hi, Teresa. Teresa says hello and welcome to Sunday Live Chat. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're doing well, Teresa and Flory and Steph and Audra. If you all were able to make it, I didn't see your names yet, but sometimes my moderators don't comment. They just kind of sit quietly, which is totally fine too. But I wanted to say hello and thank you for being here. John is not here again. My husband usually sits across from me, but he is once again, he's actually on his way back from a volleyball tournament right now. So if my dogs bark or they hear a dog outside and they bark, there's nothing I can do about it other than leave live chat, go upstairs to stop the barking, which I think is much worse than just allowing them to get over it. So I actually had somebody comment, what was it, a few weeks ago? I let little things get to me sometimes, and they were like, why didn't you calm your dogs? It's like, because they were fine when I hit the record button. And, what do you want me to do? Get up and go pet them or something. It's just a dog outside. They're fine. They just need to calm down. They'll be all right. So if you hear barking in the background, there's nothing I can do about it. Right now we're good. Right now we're solid. But yes, that on a roundabout way. Thank you, moderators, for being here and doing such an amazing job. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. Hi, Jody. Jody says, hi, all. Hope everyone is having a lovely weekend. Time to end on a high with Jen. Time to end it on a high with you, Jody, and everybody else. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. I can't wait for another wonderful Sunday chat. We missed you, Jen. I missed being here. I was off last week. We went to Las Vegas. We had a fantastic time. We did all of the things. We did none of the gambling. That was something we did not do. We did not do any of some of the stereotypical Las Vegas things that have been Las Vegas, like the gambling and the strippers and all. We had our children with us. So we didn't do any of that stuff. But we saw, Phoenix and I went to go see Six. That was fabulous. We went to Area 15, spent the day there. That was fun. Real weird, but fun. Lil John went go-karting, also did indoor skydiving. He hated it because he said he couldn't breathe. But those were some of the highlights. We did some shopping. I got to see the lovely and fabulous Michelle Wong and Samantha March. I saw Michelle twice, and then Samantha came over to Michelle's house. We did a very short 3-minute live stream. If you want to check that out, it's on my channel. We just basically said hello. I thought about it later, and I was like, you know what, we really should have done like favorite makeup, like speed round, like favorite eyeshadow formula, and like gone around in a circle. Like that would have been cool, but I didn't think of it until I was like on my way back to the hotel from Michelle's house. So yeah, but it is available. I got to see them, and that was lovely. Absolutely lovely. So I did miss you too, Cynthia. See, I'm going around in circles. I missed you too, Cynthia. And I missed being here in live chat. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. Andrea says, hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. I am having a wonderful Sunday. I'm not going to get off topic again because it'll take forever to get into the actual topic. Hi, Jennifer and Tattered Fairy. Hi, Jen. Wow, I'm beyond thrilled that I actually made it on time for the beginning of one of your live chats. Having the flu has its benefits. Oh, no, I hope you feel better soon. But I am so glad that you are here. And since I gabbed so much, if I did not say hello to you, hello, and thank you so much for being here. I do see we have a new member of the Collective Brain Elite, Cassie Mack. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you oh so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's go into this. So let me show you the infographic that they had. This is like at the top of the article. All the articles are linked down below if you want to follow along. So this is the picture that they made, top 10 wealthiest celebrity beauty brands of 2023. And they say that it is based on revenue. I don't know where they got this information. They don't specifically say how they acquired it, whether it was through like government documents or something. Like, I don't know how they find out, how they find out this information. But let's start at number one. Number one, they say Fenty Beauty, and the pounds are up there. British pounds are up there. But I translated it into American dollars. I meant to translate it into Canadian at least, and I ran out of time. So I apologize, Canadians, and people that want it in euros and Australian dollars and stuff. I try to do as many as I can. But right now, today, I only have USD, and then on the screen is going to be the pounds for you. So Fenty, we're at $598 million is what they say at number one. Then we have Anomaly Hair by Priyanka Chopra. That's $430 million. Kylie Cosmetics following that up at number three with 378,000. Wait, 3 million. Am I saying thousand? I mean million. So Fenty is about $598 million. Anomaly is at $430 million. Yes. And Kylie's at $378 million. And one thing I want to say about Kylie Cosmetics is Kylie Cosmetics is freaking everywhere. She has like stands in the airport, like vending machines in the airport. I was like, what is Kylie doing here? It's so weird. And Kylie's in a lot of different stores too, so I can see why. Next, I was shocked, okay, because we've been knee deep in this whole Morphe bankruptcy thing, and part of that was seeing the financials. We didn't see the financials for REM Beauty, but we heard about some things behind the scenes about REM Beauty. So this says REM Beauty is at about $63 million USD is what they say is the revenue for the brand. But this is the thing, is that if it was really that high, then why did it only cost her $15 million? I guess, well, okay, so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So Ariana Grande, if you didn't follow all of that along, she was licensing out. She was kind of getting Morphe and Forma to do things for her, so she didn't have to do everything, I guess. So they had like a licensing deal where they were doing like her social media. They were hiring the photographers for her campaigns. They were doing a bunch of stuff for her. And when they went bankrupt, she decided before they went bankrupt, she decided she wanted to buy those rights back. She ended up being able to buy those rights back for $15 million. So now she's not even associated with Forma and Morphe at all, like at all. They had actually approached her to start a beauty brand. That was something that Ariana talked about publicly, that they had approached her while she was on the Sweetener tour about doing some kind of beauty brand. But thankfully for Ariana, they never owned her brand outright. They just kind of had a licensing deal, which I bet Jaclyn Hill is kicking herself for not doing the same thing at this point, because now she's pretty much screwed for the most part. Lost out on millions of dollars. It's very sad for her. But anyway, back to REM Beauty. I was shocked to see that the sales for REM Beauty were so high because it just doesn't match what we heard about it. We had also heard rumors that people behind the scenes said that REM Beauty just didn't perform the way that they had expected it to. Us as customers in the community, people were saying that the quality was not good. So I was shocked to see that REM Beauty was so high. And that in itself isn't a red flag. There's some things I'm going to talk about at 7, 8, and 9 that are more red flags than that. But let me see what you all are saying in the community. Yeah, Bedazzled Nail says, "Oh, Jen, okay, what are they counting to have REM so high on the list? They're number 4 in the wealthiest celebrity beauty brands. REM Beauty, really? I was shocked, especially only being in the business for 1 year. I think maybe 2. I think just 1 year. They really haven't been in business very long. I was absolutely shocked. Hi, Flory, there you are. Hi, Flory. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Max says, I think it's because Ariana is Ariana, but not because of the products. Yeah, and she has a huge fan base. People absolutely love her, so I can see why. But the problem with having a lower quality product is that even your fans will buy less if their product quality is low, and you're not going to get people that aren't your diehard fans. And you want everybody to want your stuff, even people that don't really care about your music or who you are as a person. If you create amazing products, people are going to want to buy them. That's what's happened with Fenty and with Rare Beauty, in my opinion. I feel like people that don't even care about the celebrities behind them are purchasing the products and really, really enjoying them. I feel like those are the ones that are very, very standout. Yes, Jillian Mack, the $15 million was just for the licensing. And I forgot to mention this. I wanted to mention this, Kristen. Thank you for bringing it up. In case you've never seen the movie Clue, first of all, you need to see it on a day that you need something just to be goofy with no real like emotional or social purpose. You just want to watch something silly. It's such an amazing movie. So 1 + 1 + 2 + 1. It happens near the end of the film. I don't want to ruin it for you, but even says a little clue here, right there, in case you didn't get the reference. 2 + 2 + 1 + 1. But anyway, I wanted to mention that because I know some people are going to be like, why does your shirt say that? That's so weird. Yeah, Sandra, surprise Selena Gomez and Huda on there. Huda's not on here at all, which is another huge red flag, Sandra. That is a really good point. I didn't even think about it. And the thing is, are they not counting Huda as a celebrity? I feel like they should. I feel like, because it says celebrity beauty brands. But when you look at who number 10 is, if you count number 10 as a celebrity, you better count Huda Beauty as a celebrity. Like, for real though, for real, for real. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Where is it? Okay, so we're here. So then we have at number 5, Rare Beauty, which I feel like I'm surprised that they're even at number 5. I would think that they would be higher at about $63 million. And then at number 6, I was surprised this one was so high, Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore at $52.5 million. So, I mean, I hear good things about it, but I guess Flower Beauty sold in a lot of places, and Drew Barrymore is so well loved. I guess that's maybe, I don't know. I was surprised that it was that high though, genuinely. Because I feel like Flower Beauty is very hit and miss for me. Like I feel like they have some really good products and some that are just like, what is even happening? There was I think I'm pretty sure it was Flower Beauty, the foaming face primer that I got in PR. It was in a purple package and it was so weird. It was very odd. I was like, nope, nope. It smelled like alcohol. It was super weird. And I'm pretty sure that was Flower Beauty. But I've really liked some of the things that I've gotten from Flower Beauty, especially I feel like their cheek and lip products, I feel like are standout for them. All right, so number 7 is a brand that I actually had never heard of, and it's an Australian skincare brand called Go To Skincare by Zoe Foster Blake, and I'm hoping I pronounced Zoe correctly. It may be Zoe. She was the beauty director at Cosmopolitan and Harper's Bazaar for over a decade. And I was like, wait, maybe she's a celebrity in Australia, but I'd never heard of her. So I mean, I'm not going to discount her celebrity level because she is, she doesn't, probably not, because she's Australian, it just probably didn't get to me, which is totally fine. I'm not going to invalidate that. So yeah, that's it. About $38.5 million. One of the things I wrote down, which I wanted to show you, I lost the picture for here. I accidentally included the picture that goes with this brand, with the Go To Skincare. I accidentally attributed that in What's Up in Makeup to Bloom. So I put something in the pin post. If you forget what I'm talking about, the pin post clarifies. I accidentally put the wrong picture in. It was actually supposed to go for a live chat. But I don't want to get too deep in the weeds and confuse you on that. But yeah, I thought that was interesting because I've never heard of this person. It's no faux science or BS. We're not interested in silly claims now with wrinkle flixatoxin, moisture magic particles, or trends. We make thoughtfully, obsessively created, stringently formulated, useful skincare that you'll like using and your skin will love now and in 10 years' time. That the products can smell, feel, and look terrific is irrelevant, which I thought was a weird statement. Products that happen to smell, feel, and look terrific is irrelevant. I don't know. I kind of want my products to smell, feel, and look terrific. It's just weird marketing. I don't know how that's at number 7. It's weird. It's so weird. Wait, where's Donnelly? Donnelly says, I love Drew, but when she started Flower Beauty, I felt left out. Yes. And I feel like it was definitely like leaving out deeper skin tones, 100%. Thank you for bringing that up, Donnelly. I appreciate it. Because I feel like, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, Donnelly, that I feel like it's gotten better over the years, but it definitely, I feel like if they hadn't gotten any feedback of, hey, like there's people that want to try your products that can't because you've excluded us. I don't know if they would have done that. So yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up, Donnelly. And Sandra is agreeing with you. Flower Beauty still does not cater above Tam. That put me right off Drew Barrymore and her sweet demeanor. I think thank you very much for bringing that up. I really appreciate it because I think that's an extremely important point. And they would probably have even higher sales if they included more people, if there were more people that were able to purchase products from her brands. So thank you for that. Now, the issue that I have for the next one, the one about the survey that I thought was weird. So remember, this is supposed to be celebrity beauty brands. So number 8 is Alterna Hair Care. And I couldn't see who that person was. I was like, who is that? Because the print is very small and my eyes are not great. So I Googled, I was like, who owns Alterna Hair Care? And it says a woman named Joan Malloy. Joan Malloy seems to be a typical beauty founder. She has a business background. It's like, how in the world is she a celebrity beauty brand? And it's because they still have Katie Holmes on here. That is Katie Holmes, who is a celebrity as their owner, but she is not their owner. According to WWD, it looks like she parted ways with the brand back in 2017. So it has been a solid 5 years, longer than a solid 5 years, since Katie Holmes has been with Alterna Hair Care. Yet it is listed as a celebrity beauty brand with Katie Holmes at the helm. And you see that it says 2023 at the top. It's like, you would think you would at least look up and see if Katie Holmes is still involved in this brand, but they did not. Wah, wah, wah. And then we have the same issue with number 9, Supergoop. So if you search who owns Supergoop at number 9, you get Holly Thaggart, but tennis star Maria Sharapova may or may not be the co-owner along with Holly. She used to be, But she did an interview with Glossy last month where it lists her as an investor in Supergoop, not a co-owner. She was the co-owner when it started, but now it looks like she's just an investor. But it's saying it's a celebrity beauty brand. So I personally don't think that that's a celebrity beauty brand if the celebrity is just an investor, because celebrities invest in all kinds of stuff. Like all kinds of stuff. They have money here and there in so many different ventures. So I think that's weird. So numbers 8 and 9 don't even belong in here. So we've got like REM Beauty with questionable numbers. We have Rare Beauty, where I feel like they should be higher, but maybe I just don't know the numbers right. Thanks to Sandra, we realize Huda Beauty isn't on here, who should be on here. And then we have number 10. Which is freaking Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Like, are you kidding me? Really? I mean, maybe possible. It's possible that his sales are that high. It is possible. It's we had Alterna at about $34 million, Supergoop at about $33 million, and Jeffree Star Cosmetics about $32.5 million. I was shocked, honestly, that his sales are that high. I mean, they could be. It's not my friends buying them, so maybe I'm just that far out of the loop that he does that much sales. Maybe I am. I know he's getting more popular now that he's more on TikTok than YouTube. He's getting a new audience, but this is 2023. So I don't know. I'm shocked that he's on there, and Huda Beauty isn't. Huda Beauty, something's wrong. Something is seriously wrong with that. Yeah, Lady Gaga's House Labs, they had a huge comeback for 2023. Huge comeback. Why are they not there? Exactly. House Labs, a lot of these people. Yeah, who made this list? Exactly, you guys, exactly. I don't understand. Vegas is always a good idea. I have contacts. I'm just getting old. And my up close vision isn't quite as good as it used to. I need to get readers, is what it comes down to. So just haven't bit the bullet yet to get readers, but I will. We'll talk about aging in just a minute. But I wear contacts. So yeah. I've worn glasses since I was 13. Let me see. Sarah says, I do wonder how much control Drew has in the product, though. Do they just use her face? It seems like she's pretty involved. I would imagine if she wanted it to be a bigger shade range, that she could make that happen. Those are just my thoughts, though. And my thoughts are not based in anything but my brain. So it seems like she's pretty involved, though. It genuinely does. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Kirsten, who bribed who? I don't know who bribed who. I don't know. It's super weird. Yes, I do need bifocals. I need readers to go with my contacts. My optometrist says I don't need bifocals yet, but I could probably benefit from some readers. Yeah, Rare Beauty is there. Rare Beauty was at number 5. So, but yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Yes, it says this person did like 5 minutes of research before making this list. That's what it seems like. It's so weird. Exactly. I'm not trying to diss anybody over 40. Definitely not. Well, I will be turning 45 in June. I'm getting there. I'm definitely not dissing anybody over 40. I'm just saying that life gets a little more complicated when you've been using your organs. When you've been using your eyeballs for a longer period of time, things start getting a little more complicated, when your body starts saying, oh, I may not want to function as properly as I used to. No diss, just reality. Donnelly says, I did buy his meat cleaver mirrors. There were meat cleaver mirrors. I missed that. I searched high and low for someone to dupe it for a year, then caved because I'm a horror fanatic, but go ahead and boo me. The horror fan in me couldn't pass it up. You know what? This is the thing, is I feel like everybody has a right. I feel like everybody has a right to do what they want with their hard-earned money. I have a right to say, I am not buying anything. You have a right to do what you want. I feel like it's my job just to give you information that may not be out there, and, not my job, but something I want to do is just share my opinions. But it's not my right to tell you what to do with your money or to say you should do this or shouldn't do that. You do what you want. I think that's something that's really a big issue in our society, is that we butt our noses into other people's business way too freaking much. And you know, the fact that you bought those mirrors, did you hurt anyone personally? I mean, some people would argue certain things, but personally, I feel like there are worse things you could do on the world. You could actually use a meat cleaver in a negative way, you know? So it's not my right. It's not my right. That's just the way that I feel. I just take care of myself and my own business. We are all way too much in each other's business in these days, in my opinion. So yeah, Mel says Drew has a lot going on. Kitchenware, furniture now. She does a lot of stuff with her name on it. Absolutely. All right. So that was kind of, oh, and then I wanted to show you the other one before we take a break and talk about what's on my face today. And then we go into our second half about anti-aging stuff. This is the second one that I wanted to show you. This is the top 10 beauty brands, top 20 most successful celebrity beauty brands of 2023. Okay, so we have number 1, Rihanna. Okay, right. Number 2, Kylie Jenner. I don't know. See, this is like, oh, because this is based on social media. This is based on social media, some kind of number ranking system they have for like engagement on Instagram posts and TikTok and all that. I don't understand how it all works, but this is not based in sales. This is about social media specifically. So it's completely different. That's why everybody's in different orders. All right. So we have Rihanna, number 1, Kylie Jenner at number 2, Selena Gomez, number 3, Ariana Grande at number 4, number 5, freaking Jeffree Star. I'm shocked. Number 6. Well, I mean, he probably gets a lot of engagement. I mean, he does get a lot of engagement because even hate stuff is engagement. Number 6, Millie Bobby Brown. Number 7, Gwyneth Paltrow. 8, Kylie Jenner. Look at number 9, Kat Von freaking D. Kat Von D? Really? For KVD Beauty? Y'all, how long has it been since Kat Von D was involved with KVD Beauty? I looked it up. I thought it was longer ago. It wasn't as long as freaking Katie Holmes and Alterna, but it was 2020. It was January of 2020. So maybe they just didn't realize that freaking Kat Von D is no longer a part of KVD Beauty. They missed all of that. Isn't that weird? And then they show Maria Sharapova with Supergoop, who she's not a CEO anymore. She's just an investor. So it's like, what is wrong with y'all? What is even happening at these lists? So that's why I'm not taking them seriously. That's why I'm just like, I'm not even going to talk about it what's with makeup anymore. I'm not going to I do not trust these people. They don't know what the frick they're talking about. And y'all proved it even more by bringing up people that should have been on that list that were not. It's like, really? Yeah. Super weird. Yeah. Kylie's on there twice. Let me check it out. Hold on. How did I miss that? Kylie's number 2. Oh, because one of them is for Kylie Cosmetics. The first one is for Kylie Cosmetics, and number 8 is Kylie Skin. That's why. Because I guess I don't know if they're taking like an average of like their own personal socials and their brand social. I don't get it, honestly. See the numbers on the side? It's like 9.76, 9.64. I don't know how they get those numbers. It makes no sense to me. See, it's the blue thing is beauty brand score. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm sure it makes sense to them. They have a logic and a reasoning behind it. I don't think they explain it very well. But yeah, the fact that my issue is that Kat Von D and Maria Sharapova are on here because it's not their brands. And it's supposed to be most successful celebrity beauty brands. It's just, come on, really? All right. So that's what I had to say about that. Yeah. Yissel says, I'm almost embarrassed this person. I am embarrassed for them. Kat Von D surprised me who's still talking about her. I mean, she's still, I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. Yeah. And About Face by Halsey. Exactly, Marianella. Exactly. We're missing all of these like celebrities that have beauty brands that people actually talk about. I don't think that they included everybody. I genuinely don't. I don't think they included everybody. All right, so let's do what's on my face. Okay, not a lot on my face. I did get ready at 7 o'clock this morning, 7:15 this morning, and I was at the market all day. It was hot today. That's the status is it was not windy at all, which is usually what messes up my makeup really bad. And it's been so cold, and it was like 80 degrees today. So it was much warmer. I did reapply the lips, but the eyes, look, it stayed. I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked that I still have eyeshadow on. I used this today. This was part of my worst rated products at Sephora video. This is the Supreme Mauves palette by Artist Couture. And I believe I used these mauvey shades over here and a little of these glittery guys up here. And then on my lips today, I used a mix of lip gloss, because that's my thing right now. Lip gloss and the shade Audacious and Prestige. I mixed that together to make my lipstick today. And it's amazing. And I'm having so much fun with that. So much fun. And then I think that's all I wanted to show. Because that's pretty much all that's on my face. I actually use this as blush today too. I use the shade Provocative as my blush today. But it's kind of, well, maybe it's there a little bit, but it's mostly off. So yeah, that's what's on my face today. Yeah, Dark Angel says these lists are dumb and poorly researched. I agree. But a lot of people don't know. Do I use primer? Yes, the eye primer I used today. I used Wet n Wild eye primer today, of all things, because that was part of my worst rated. Was it part of my worst rated at Ulta, or did I think I just bought that on a whim. I think I was just trying a new primer, but it's nice. It's a nice primer. Yeah. Donna Lee says they put brands on a spin wheel or a dartboard because the math isn't mathing. I totally agree. All right, let's talk about this anti-aging thing, because I think that it's fascinating. So the link to the full infographic, the way it is, it's like a big column all stuck together, but I chopped it into 3 pieces so that we could look at it and just functionally, because it's too skinny and tiny all in one shot. So let me show you. This is the first one. And before I do that, let me tell you the context. So the infographic is part of an article, How Women Feel About Anti-Aging in Skincare and Hair Care. Data is from the benchmarking company's Beauty by the Numbers 2023 infographic series number 3. Data is based on original primary research of 3,423 U.S. female beauty and personal care consumers from March of 2023. So this is brand freaking new. And I find this fascinating because it's totally like, you'll see. All right, so this is the top. So at the top, if you're listening to this, there's a woman with gray hair. She's got gray hair, blue eyes, and she's got kind of a grayish, bluish top on. And it says 82% of female consumers polled in TBC, that's the name of the company, latest consumer study said that a woman should be proud to look her true age. What's more, consumers are generally at peace with the natural aging process. 53% don't mind looking their age. So I want you to digest that and hold that on to your brain, because that is literally the only time that this is the perspective, is in the very beginning. Oop, that's the wrong one. This one. So 82% think that women should be proud to look their age, and 53% say they don't mind looking their age. But listen to this. 67% admit to being self-conscious about how they look as they grow older. And 96% just adore it when people think they're younger than their real age. What? Are you kidding me? What? This is society. What this tells me is that we all believe, well, a lot of people believe we should embrace our aging. Thankful to be here. It's okay to get older. But in reality, when it comes to actually in practice reality, we know that society is not accepting us for our agingness, for our wrinkles, for just generally getting older. We know this. And it's bothersome because we wish that it was the other way. It sounds so nice to say that women should be proud to look their age. Like, we want to be proud to look our age, but we know that society does not embrace that. And we may not even embrace it when it comes down to it. Even though we think about it, we may not even embrace it, because here comes some more. Okay. When the tug of war between empowering oneself to age naturally meets a face, I don't know that word. How do you even pronounce that? How terrible is that? Anti-aging products, most women root for both teams. So her belief system, 98% believe taking care of your skin at an early age is the best approach. And I agree with that. I do think that taking care of your skin at an early age is the best approach. Just staying out of the sun or wearing sunscreen, using good skincare products, keeping your skin hydrated and moisturized at a young age all the way up, until, as you get older. And then when you start seeing signs of aging, I personally do believe that skincare can really slow those effects down, can encourage your collagen and elastin production and all of that, things like retinoids and things like that. I know that some people in the beauty space that I know do not believe that skincare does anything, which I find absolutely fascinating. I am very much at odds with one of my friends about that, that they don't believe that skincare really does anything. And I used to be like that. I called it lotions and potions. If you go back old enough to like my first videos, I didn't use skincare either because that's what I believed. But then as I looked into the science of it more now, it's never going to be the same as like doing any kind of surgery or Botox or fillers or anything. It's never going to be that, but it can slow the process and you can get some temporary plumping. There's a lot of research behind LED lights and things like that. So yes, taking care of your skin at an early age is the best approach. I agree with that, because once you get deep set wrinkles, it's really hard to get rid of them. It's a lot harder without some kind of medical procedure to get rid of them. But if you do preventative stuff, I believe that it can slow the process. 94% a regular skincare routine will help prevent visible signs of aging, and 92% inside out approach is necessary to fighting the aging process. I think that the biggest thing with the inside out approach is smoking. Smoking is a huge way to age your skin faster. But I haven't looked too much into nutrition and how it affects the way that your skin ages, but that's something I could definitely look into. I want to see what you all are saying about this. All right, Barbara says a crap ton of products are labeled anti-aging. Yes, that's true. And there was a because, but I'm not sure what the end of that was. I missed it. Okay, so Vegas is always a good idea says there is a difference between embracing your age and giving up on trying to look good. Oh, 100%. So wait, hold on a minute. Embracing your age and giving up on trying to look good. Yeah, I mean, I think that, are those in contrast? Embracing your age. Yes, so you could embrace your age and then give up at the same time, or you could embrace your age and then just, find beauty in your skin as it gets older. Julie says a lot of people think I'm younger than I am. It feels good. It may not last because I'm turning gray. And I will tell you, like, people tell me I look so much younger now that I've dyed my hair, even though that wasn't the motivation for dyeing my hair. People tell me I do look quite a bit younger. I think it's just, people just assume if you have grayer hair, then you're older. It's just the way that it is. Hi, Flory. Flory says, today's 50 is not your mother's 50. I totally agree. Totally agree. Let me see. Go down a little bit. Siri says, my family on my dad's side are all wrinkle horribly. None of them are smokers. My mom's side barely have wrinkles in their 70s. Take after my dad's side and look like a wrinkled up paper bag. No, you don't, Siri. Oh, don't say that. I do think genetics is part of it, though. Definitely. Like my mom and my dad's side are, look relatively young, but my dad's sister, oh my gosh, like my dad's sister, I don't know what is going on with her, but I haven't seen her in a while. Let me just say, but the last time I saw her, she's in her early 70s. And I swear she looks like she's like 58, maybe at the most. Like my dad's sister is freaking gorgeous, like unbelievable. But both my parents, I feel like look younger than they are. And people tell me I look younger than I am, but who really knows? Who really knows? Yeah, Kimberly says, as far as inside out goes, drinking plenty of water, I believe truly helps. And I've said that before and people have told me that it's not true. So I don't know. I can't imagine that, like, if you don't drink, if you're dehydrated, that your skin is going to be hydrated. But people tell me that it's not connected. I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough to tell you one way or the other. Sandra, in the Caribbean, everyone uses moisturizers on their skin from day one. My mother is 75, no wrinkles. My dad, 81, no wrinkles. I'm 54, no wrinkles. Good skincare, as much as pure food and water as possible. Yes. And I feel like white people don't moisturize enough. I'm just going to say it. We don't. We just don't. It's fact. On the whole. Of course, not every single person. I don't know every single person, but on the whole, why people don't moisturize enough, because I don't think you can see the dry skin as much, so it's not as obvious. So we don't moisturize enough. I've had this conversation with Audra like 150 times. So. but anyway, let's go on to the next one. But we don't moisturize enough. All right, infographic part number 2. I think I finished all the first part. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, so speaking her language, when the term anti-aging itself is while the term anti-aging itself is aging, it's still her top choice when communicating a product's benefit to those trying to combat aging signs, along with these alternatives. So when you talk about like products that help you to not look older, what term do you think of? I think anti-aging. I can't really think of anything else, but listen to some of these. Anti-aging, 54%. Aging gracefully, 46%. Age-defying. I hear that a lot, especially in like hair care, 45%. Your best you at any age, 45%. And 40% timeless skin. I don't know. I've never heard of half of them. I mean, I've heard of them, but I don't think anybody really uses those for products. And then when buying anti-aging, when anti-aging beauty buyers first had age-related beauty concerns, and this is fascinating. Millennials and older started purchasing anti-aging beauty products around 35. Gen Z purchasers began buying at age 23. 23. Wow. So brand opportunities, women are starting to purchase anti-aging products earlier than in past generations. And I think it's because their parents are saying, start young, start young, start young, start young. Like Phoenix has a skincare routine. They're using BHAs and they're using moisturizers and they take their makeup off and they do all of the things that I did not do at their age. And it's funny because actually we were at the volleyball tournament yesterday and one of the parents was saying, oh my gosh, Phoenix has the best skin. And I was like, thank you so much. Because I know what products that they should be using, you know? But I did not take care of my skin. I did. I tried, but I was using freaking Seabreeze because I didn't know any better and I was drying out my skin and creating more oil and I had no idea what I was doing with this like hardcore astringent. So I do feel like Gen Z is more, there's more information out there than there was when I was a kid and probably even more than when some of you were kids. So I think that they're in a better spot. And I don't know if it should be anti-aging at 23. I think it should just be taking care of whatever the thing is that you feel like you need for your face. So whether your skin is dry or whether you have hyperpigmentation that you don't like, or if you have acne that you don't like, or if you have scarring that you don't like or whatever, you know, I guess scarring, there isn't a ton you can do, but, you know, you have to find the thing that you want. But I don't think anti-aging, I don't think you should start are people starting retinol at like 23? I feel like that's too young, but is it going to hurt? I don't know. Probably not, right? Probably not. And then the last one on this page is 70% of women surveyed say they use anti-aging products. 55% own at least 3 products labeled as anti-aging. I own way more than 3. I own a stupid amount. So many. Janessa, do you remember the smell of it? Do you remember the smell of the Seabreeze? I can smell it right now. I can smell it. Like in my brain, I can smell the Seabreeze. Monica. Hi, Monica. Monica says, my mom never taught me anything about skincare. My dermatologist was the first person to tell me that I need to moisturize my skin even though I was oily. Nice. I never had a dermatologist. I still don't. I've never had a dermatologist, like a personal dermatologist. I should, though. I want to get a full body scan because I'm freckly. So I want to get a full body scan of like my spots because I used to tan and all of that. So yeah, I need to get a dermatologist to like just kind of look at all of my stuff to make sure I don't have any spots. That just, you know, now you guys hold me accountable. So I'll do it. I need to do it. I need to do it like soon. Even though I don't have any areas of concern, like I don't see anything, that doesn't, it may be in a place I can't see. So I want to get that done. Tracy, the conversations that Audra and I have, like just about like growing up and our different lives and, you know, our different philosophies on different things and all of that. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing the differences of, you know, white chick, black chick having these conversations. It's like, I've learned a lot about culturally things that I had no idea about. Audra's opened my eyes to so many things. And I think there are things that I've taught Audra about too. I think they would agree. So yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite friendships of my entire life is my friendship with Audra from Audra at Home. They are freaking amazing. So if you're on Twitch, Audra now has a new Twitch channel called Audra Reigns, Reins. If you're on Twitch, highly recommend you go check it out. I'm not a gamer, so I don't get it, but the clips I've seen are fabulous. Yes, I definitely, Jenna. I need to go get a derm and get a scan. Oh, 100%. I really do. You know, I'm old. I'm, in my 40s. I definitely should. I should do that like every year. Honestly, like mammogram, get my skin checked every year, in my opinion. I need to do that. But it's just the scheduling it. You get stuck. But I need to do that next week. Next week before a live chat, I will do it. Okay. I've said it out loud, so now it needs to happen. All right, we only have 15 minutes left, and we have so much left on this infographic, so I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit, I think. Okay, so this is interesting up at the top. She wants authentic communication. 81% show real, they want for like advertisements. They want advertisers to show real age-appropriate women for whom the product is intended. 78% don't want advertisers to Photoshop models, and 73% don't want them to use spokespeople who've had surgery, fillers, or Botox. Their look can't be achieved with a skincare product. But is that real? Do you think that's real? Like, or do you think that that's something that's just nice to say? Personally, like, I think some people might really believe that, but I think in reality, if brands did that more, I don't think that it would attract as many sales, especially from like that 20s to 30s range. Maybe that's not true anymore. I don't know. But I'd be curious to know your thoughts on that, because I'm kind of torn, because that's what I say. I say that advertisers should show real age-appropriate women. They shouldn't Photoshop their models. That they shouldn't use, when they're advertising like a skincare product, they shouldn't be using a model that has had things done to their face, because it's not an accurate representation of what, skincare can do, I guess. But is the model really using the skincare though? So it's like, it's this whole like complicated mess when it comes to like skincare advertising and stuff. Because it's like, is that model really using that skincare? Is that really how J-Lo got her glow? Is from her own skin? No. I don't know, she got her glow. She just looks like that. lots of professional help probably to help her look like that, because she's just not real. She doesn't seem real. Oh my gosh, Natha says my generation knew nothing about skincare other than baby oil. Yeah, and I use baby oil too. Oh, Audra, I didn't know you were here. It's just nice to say. If it were true, they wouldn't be using a mid-20s model for anti-aging products. You're right. You're right. I agree. Janessa, I don't want to see people with obvious overinflated filters if they have good Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tracy, change calling it from anti-aging and start calling it skin preservation. That does sound creepy. It does kind of. It sounds like you're like injecting your skin with like formaldehyde or something, Like, here's a new product that will preserve your skin, give Hannibal Lecter vibes. I think it would. I think so too. Yes. Yeah, Donnelly says on my Instagram, I'm very firm on let skin be skin. Yeah. And honestly, like, I feel like the person that came and they were like, you be the change. Stop Photoshopping. Stop using your anti-aging skincare. Stop using all that stuff. And it's like, but I know I'm not going to be accepted in society if I don't, like, not accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm not going to be, like, if I try to slow the aging process, I'm going to be accepted longer, like in reality, in practice. But like, if we all just agreed together that we were going to just embrace our age, would we be in a better place? I think so, but I don't think we're going to get everybody to agree on that. Not in this generation, at least. Maybe in, 50, 100 years, maybe. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I really don't. Candace says, I just realized that Mike has eyes. This is Jabberwocky. We named him together as a community. So yeah. Oh, I meant to click on Jessica. Jessica says JLo looks normal in person. Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen her in person, but didn't get a close up of her. She looked great, not caked on makeup, probably airbrushed. Yeah, probably. There probably is a good bit of that. Claire says, love the idea about promoting to specific needs, only remove those negative implication terms, age defying, etc., and promote education to figure out our own skin needs too. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when our skin makes us uncomfortable, like when you have like acne, like cystic acne and it hurts, you know, if you have really dry skin and it just feels awful, if you have really oily skin and it's really bothering you the way that it feels, like those are the things I feel like we should focus on because it's making us physically uncomfortable, you know? But I wish we could embrace the things like, are my wrinkles actually bothering me physically? No, they're just there because I express myself a lot. You know, I've had people tell me you need to stop expressing yourself so much or else because you're making your wrinkles deeper. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop expressing myself. Like I'm getting this one right here in the middle between my eyes because I'm always scrunching my face. So it's getting deeper and deeper, that one. But that's okay. But it's not hurting me. It's not physically painful, you know? So it will be nice to be able to embrace aging more, but I don't think society's going to let us. I genuinely don't. I don't. All right, I got to get back to the infographic because we're not going to get through the whole thing. We probably won't get through the whole thing, and you can just read the whole thing later. It's linked down below if you want to see the whole thing. Okay, I'm trying to find like a good part. Okay. While she wants brands to reflect her point of view, of course, everybody does, and her life stage when marketing anti-aging products, she needs proof that a product works in the form of consumer claims from independent research studies. For example, 96% of women saw fine lines begin to fade in 14 days. Like people take that stuff seriously and they want to see that in their marketing, that customers have said that it works. And I think that's just because there's a lot of skincare that make a lot of claims. And we talked about that in What's Up in Makeup today. A lot of skincare makes a lot of claims and, you know, a lot of it hasn't been tested. So like a lot of skincare marketing is based on hypotheticals. So like antioxidants, you can know the chemical makeup of, let's say, some flower that grows in, you know, Southern Africa. I don't know. So it's some flower and you have, you know, it has antioxidant properties in there. So when you take the extract, you say that the extract has antioxidant properties, but has it actually been tested for that? A lot of times, no, not unless it's been around for a while. So that's what a lot of skincare companies are doing is they're just taking these like extracts and things, they're finding them all over the world. They're using Ayurvedic medicine, they're using Asian medicine, ancient Chinese medicine, things like that. And they're kind of going off of, you know, cultural things that have happened in different parts of the world. And they're just going based on that, but they're not going and actually doing scientific studies to see if it works. So it may work. And structurally, it makes sense that it would work. And it's maybe been working in a culture for a really long time for ingesting it. That's where green tea, you know, we know that it's an antioxidant. It's fantastic to drink green tea. It's really good for your body. So it's like, why can't we put it on skin? But they actually did do a lot of research on green tea, and green tea is a fantastic antioxidant for the skin. So I wish we were able to have more research on some of these less researched things, but that's where this distrust comes from, where people are like, is this really going to do the thing? And I think sometimes also there's where customers are looking for something that's new and novel, and they see like in Fenty's, there's a cherry extract in Fenty skincare that's supposed to be an antioxidant. I'm pretty sure it's from Barbados, the cherry extract. And it sounds cool, but is it actually better than just regular old vitamin C? I have no idea, but it sounds so cool. And it's a connection to Rihanna. It makes sense, you know, that it's in there. But is it actually better? We don't know. So I think that's why excuse me, that's why a lot of companies are that's why a lot of customers are skeptical of whether skincare actually works or not. Where glycerin that's cheap and all in everything works fantastic, but you can say that it's this, you know, weird humectant, you know, thing that proprietary, whatever that's doing it, when it's really the glycerin and the hyaluronic acid doing it that's in every single product. So, I mean, there's just so much to talk about there. I could get way in the weeds. I already kind of am. Actually, let me go over to the comments and see what you all are saying. Yeah, Sandra, very important. Tested on a meaningful number of real people, given the product to test over time, not 10 women in a lab. And a lot of times it'll say, it'll put the claims on there and it'll be 10 women in a lab. But it won't, it'll have a little tiny little asterisk and it'll be little teeny tiny print down at the bottom that says 10 women in a lab. And they'll all be like the wrong age. Like a lot of the mascara ones crack me up because it's like, we'll provide, 9,432,000 like numbers like really long and stupid looking. And it'll be like tested on 12 women. What is even happening here? Yeah, some of these claims are ridiculous, 100%. Monica says, I don't enjoy watching YouTubers have a bunch of filler and Botox. I can relate because because my face has moved and theirs doesn't. Makeup won't sit the same on both of us. I mean, that's a fair point. I honestly, like I said before, I am all about people doing what makes them happy, what they enjoy. Like, go for it, do the thing, But I can see where, you feel like things won't lay on your face the same that it will on their face. I don't know though. I mean, do you think that that's really true, Monica? I don't know. I guess with the wrinkles, like when it settles into my wrinkles, like you can see that and you just won't be able to get that particular information from that person. I get it. And yeah, I get it. I don't count somebody out because that I don't count that somebody out just because they've gotten fillers or Botox or whatever. All right. Let me go back over. Maybe we can get a little bit more of this in. We only have 5 minutes left. Let's see how much more we can get in. Let's see. Let's go to the last one. 75% would spend more money on products that deliver on promises. So if it does the thing, they will spend more on it. But it's like, how do you know whether it's doing the thing? The problem with skincare, I think, overall, and knowing whether it does the thing, is that even if you have reviews of 100 people, those 100 people, none of them are you. They don't live in your climate and are your age and have your other routines and use the same makeup as you and eat the same food as you and have the same sun exposure as you and sweat as much as you. And you know what I mean? Like there's so many factors, aren't in the wind as much as you. There's so many factors. So it's really hard to even take seriously other people's experiences with skincare. So like, how do you know if it does the thing or not? The only way to know is to try it for yourself and see if it does. For me personally, what I find ingredients that work well for me. And I try to find those ingredients in skincare because I can more easily count on that it's going to do the thing that I want it to do. So like, for example, glycolic acid, chemical exfoliator, really great for sloughing off dead skin cells. But I've realized that I can't use one that's very intense. It has to be like a 10%, maybe 15% max, or else my skin starts looking freaking weird. So I look for that and I try to figure out what percent the glycolic acid is. And then I try to find one also that has some moisturizing agents in there and some humectants in there because I find that my skin gets dry when I use too much, when I use glycolic acid. So it's just but I take it to like the next level. Let me give you a very simple one that I've given out. So if you're into cleansing balms, this is the pro tip on the cleansing balms. If you want it to remove your makeup and you want it to wash off easily, you're going to look for ethoxyl palmitate. I almost lost it for a second. Ethoxyl palmitate in the top couple of ingredients. If it's there, it's going to be awesome. Period. That's it. That's all you need to look for. If it doesn't have ethoxyl palmitate in the top, it's probably either going to be hard to wash off or it's not going to be effective. That's the pro tip. If you like cleansing balms, that's it. So like Clinique, if you forget what it is, look at Clinique, take the day off. It's in the top. The one that Audra introduced me to, that's at Ulta, that I can't remember, that's in the different colored little tubs. There's pink one, there's a blue one, there's pink, there's purple, there's yellow. What's that called? That has it in the top. The one that I got for the sponsored video for Skin Store, that one has it in there. It's perfect. What's it called? It's a little short name, Vanilla. Thank you. That one, Vanilla Co. for makeup remover. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. It's fantastic. Yep. That's it. You guys got it. So That's the pro tip on that one. But I think everybody has to decide with skincare what works best for them. And if you can identify the ingredients that you love, you're much more likely to hit a skincare product that you love. And a lot of times the ingredients you love can be found in less expensive products. You don't necessarily need to buy expensive products. Let's see. Unmet expectations. 58% say her anti-aging facial skincare needs are not being met by her current products. And 59% say her anti-aging hair care needs are not being met by her current products. Anti-aging hair care, I don't know a lot about hair care, but I don't know anything about that. Just gonna let it go because I don't know anything about that. But as far as the skincare, I would say that's probably true, because when I talk to y'all in the comment section, most of y'all are not happy with whatever skincare you're using because it's not doing the thing that you want it to do. And I think that's why skincare YouTube does so well when people really know what they're talking about, because you can really get that information. So as a consumer, I really do believe finding those ingredients that work for you and looking for those in the products is the way to go, 100%. Biggest unmet skincare needs: 53% fine lines and wrinkles, 51% firming, 41% improved elasticity, 40% lifting, and 37% dark spots, age spots, and lightening. And that sounds about right too. As far as dark spots, definitely niacinamide. Look into that and make sure your skin can tolerate it. It causes flushing in some people. Niacinamide is freaking fantastic for that. Peptides, I found, they're not super researched, but peptides I found have been great for fine lines and wrinkles, firming, improved elasticity. Absolutely. Lifting, I don't know anything that does lifting. I honestly don't know anything that does lifting. I think that that's more of like a tool situation where you would need for lifting. You need some kind of beauty tool to help with that, or some kind of doctor help. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the anti-aging ingredient she wants, because this made me I was like, what? Anti-aging ingredient she wants. I'm so sorry to these people that they don't watch my channel. So number one, hyaluronic acid. This is the thing about hyaluronic acid. That's not an anti-aging ingredient. Hyaluronic acid, 100% is not. Hyaluronic acid is great for hydrating the skin. So whether you have dry skin, oily skin, hyaluronic acid, not too many products, just pick one, is great to build in your skincare routine because it helps that water balance in your skin. Fantastic. All it's going to do, if anything, is temporarily plump the skin up just a little bit, because it's like, when you inflate a sponge, when you put a sponge in water, when you put your beauty blender in water, it kind of plumps up a little bit. Your skin just gives a little tiny plump when you put a humectant in your skincare. But that's not an anti-aging. That's just basic skin health. That's not anti-aging. Number two, retinol, vitamin A, 100% anti-aging ingredient. On the money, absolutely. Number three, vitamin C. Also, great antioxidant, great for helping to try to, it's a good pairing with sunscreen to help fight free radical damage. You can also stop some of the signs of photo damage. It can kind of start to reverse some of the signs of photo damage a little bit. So that's definitely, absolutely. Number four, collagen. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe number four, 56% of people say they want collagen in their anti-aging skincare. Collagen in topical skincare will not help your collagen production in your skin. Never, ever. The molecule is way too big. It can't get down there. All it can do is moisturize your skin. And there are way better moisturizers than collagen. Collagen's fine. It's not bad. But, get yourself some shea butter. That's, shea butter's way better than collagen. And collagen, it's marketing. Don't buy collagen for anti-aging. Just get a moisturizer with some good moisturizers in it that you like. If collagen's in there, fine, but it's not anti-aging at all. And antioxidants, of course, are great. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. So it's like, vitamin C, a different green tea, this one, that one. Doesn't really matter that much. I'm sure that there is differences between different antioxidants, and some of them work better for some people and all of that. But how do you know as a consumer? I have no idea which one's going to work better for you. But I like to have some vitamin C and antioxidants in my skincare as well, especially my daytime skincare. But I do sometimes have them in my nighttime skincare as well. But always in my daytime skincare, 100%. But yeah, don't the hyaluronic acid and the collagen, fine, but they're not anti-aging skincare. So Just figured I would let you know. All right, we're 3 minutes over. Sorry, moderators. I'm keeping you too long. I should go. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, exactly, Tracy. The molecule's too big. It doesn't penetrate. Yeah, 100%. Just topical layer, a little bit of moisturizing. That's it. That's all you're going to get. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed live chat today. It was really fun hanging out with you. I missed you. I had so much fun hanging out today and talking about these two very interesting topics, me complaining about things the whole time. But I hope that you had fun. And thank you to everybody who participated in the comments. I appreciate you. Next week's chat is going to be at 10 a.m. We actually have, if you want to plan ahead, the Sunday the 23rd is 10 a.m. Sunday the 30th is also going to be 10 a.m. And we are not going to have a 5 p.m. again until May 7th because there's 5 Sundays in April, which is super weird. And yeah, so I'll be back in the market on the 7th. So we have 2 10 a.m.s in a row if you wanted to plan that. Also, if you have not checked out the podcast, if you're curious, the live chats that I've done this year, I have them all loaded up in a playlist that should be down in the video description. If it's not, after I'm done, I will add it. It is on What's Up and Makeup today if you want to find it quickly, if you want to listen to it like a podcast. The video is there available, but it's through YouTube podcast, which I think is super cool. So that's available as well. But thank you again for being here. I'm going to let y'all go. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. This Friday's video is going to be FabFitFun. Yay, FabFitFun. I just got it in the mail yesterday. So I've got lots of things to talk to you about FabFitFun. So yeah, so that'll be a sponsor video on Friday. And then we'll do What's Makeup on Sunday. So mad love to you. Have a great week. I will see you soon. Bye.